2017 is going to be a good year for all you gamers out there. Many titles will be launched and we frankly can't wait to see what they have to offer. But with great games come even greater system requirements, and because of this particular reason we thought it would be a good idea to make a list of the most hardware demanding games of 2017. Because we don't yet have the official system requirements needed, we based this list off the information we do have available on the graphics performance these games feature. The greater the details rendered, the more important the need for a powerful system to sustain it. The role-playing video game Horizon Zero Dawn will be officially launched on the 28th of February. It's developed by Guerrilla Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment and tells the story of Aloy, a huntress that lives in a world ruled by robots. The game will run on PlayStation 4 and will offer a native resolution of up to 2160p, so in terms of graphical performance, it's really strong. As proof, we can look at the trailer videos that show just how wonderfully realistic this game looks. The hack-and-slash action game For Honor will see the light of day on February 17th. It's developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft, and will be available for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The players will be able to control skilled fighters such as knights, samurais, or Vikings and take part in epic battles. Both the arena settings and the character's design look particularly amazing, and the amount of detail displayed will need at least an NVIDIA GTX 780 or an AMD RD280X to work at 1080p at medium to high graphics settings. VAMPYR is a role-playing game developed by Don't Nod Entertainment and published by Focus Home Interactive, and it tells the story of vampire doctor Jonathan Reed. Because it's going to use an updated version of the Unreal Engine 4, this game will definitely need a powerful system to work properly. It's thought that the power offered by a GTX 770 or an R9 290 should be enough to meet the game's necessities. Anyway, as we don't know the exact release date, any of these requirements might suffer modifications until then. Kingdom Come: Deliverance is Czech developer WARSZ Studios' first released title, but this small detail doesn't influence the game's performance. In fact, it's an impressive open-world role-playing game that takes place in the medieval kingdom of Bohemia, and has a very prominent focus on historically accurate events. As for the systems required to play the game at the requested quality, you'll definitely need some powerful hardware. 16GB of RAM and a GTX 970 or Radeon R9 390 are the graphics cards needed to try Kingdom Come: Deliverance. Developed by Platinum Games and published by Microsoft Studios, SCALEBOUND is an action role-playing game that gives you control over the main character Drew and his dragon mount named Thuban. This time, Platinum Games puts even more emphasis on the graphical performance and the role-playing part of the game instead of concentrating on pure action. In order to load and play this game, you'll need a strong setup, such as a GTX 960 or Radeon R9 280. To run it smoothly at 60 FPS and 1080p, more than 8GB of RAM is also necessary. Published by Bethesda Softworks, Prey is an upcoming first-person shooter game that tells the story of Morgan Yu, a human that's stuck on a space station that's surrounded by aliens. The game was cancelled by Bethesda in 2014, but as you can see, it was brought back to life again and will launch in 2017. The game will need a GeForce GTX 970 or Radeon R9 290 to work well at the predicted settings. Of course, these requirements might change until the game is officially launched. On February 21st next year, Halo Wars 2 will be officially up for grabs, and you'll need a pretty powerful machine if you want to experience it. The real-time strategy game developed by 343 Industries and Creative Assembly and published by Microsoft Studios is the sequel to the 2009 spin-off game Halo Wars. In terms of system requirements, we're talking a GTX 950 or an R9 370X graphics card in order to run it at 1080p, high graphics, and 60 frames per second. Star Citizen is about to be released sometime during 2017, and it's a space sim type of game that includes many complex activities. It has 4 main gameplay components: first-person combat, mining, exploration, and trading. All of these comprise a massive multiplayer universe. The requirements needed to play this game are insanely demanding. A high-end GeForce GTX 1000 or AMD Radeon Fury graphics card are going to be needed due to the game's modified Crytek engine. The open-world tactical shooter developed by Ubisoft Paris will be released on March 7, 2017, and it will be the 10th chapter of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series. In addition to this, it's the first Ghost Recon game to have an open-world environment. In order to play it at the highest settings, namely 1080p and 60 FPS, you'll need to have a graphics card such as the GeForce GTX 970 or Radeon R9 Fury. These settings place it among the most demanding games that will be soon launched. Cyberpunk 2077 works on an upgraded Red Engine 3 and is a role-playing game that can be played from either a first-person or third-person perspective. It's thought to be released next year because the game has been in development since 2012 and the developers gave some hints about 2017 as a possible launch date. It will need at least 16 gigabytes of system memory to work properly and a top-notch graphics card such as the GTX 980 or a top-end AMD Radeon. As the game's executive producer said, Cyberpunk 2077 will be really fucking badass. This was our list highlighting some of the most hardware-demanding games of 2017, and we hope you've enjoyed our video. If you did, please press that like button as we do appreciate it and it does help us immensely. You can also post some other upcoming titles in the comments below because we do try to read pretty much everything, and it also helps out the other viewers. Now would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe because we upload new videos all the time. Subscribing will keep you up to date with all of our latest stuff. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles. Until next time, thanks for watching and have a great day, guys.